I'm all about that beer, no trouble. I'm all about that beer, no trouble. I'm all about that beer, no trouble. I'm all about that beer. Man, I gotta pick a different song.
Back roads steaming, full moon's bright. There's a foggy haze in the air tonight.
All right, so today we're going to talk about mashing techniques. So what I have here is I have some grains, and they're all different styles of grains. This is pale, this is a Munich, and this is a caramel malt. It's very different colors, roasted to different temperatures. This one here is some flaked oats. So what you do is you start your brew day, you do a blend of grains. So we'll do a little bit of caramel, some Munich, and our base malt, which is going to be the bulk. All right, little oats for body and flavor. So now what you have is grist. So when you grind these up through a mill, you'll have a grist, and that's what you start with when this is what you're going to mash. These grains will become later on beer. So what you do is you grind those up, you put them in your mash tun. Now there's a couple different techniques. Well, actually there's several techniques of mashing. I'm only going to touch on a couple. So there are single infusion mash, and there's multiple infusion mashes. Multiple infusion mashes, you start out with like a protein rest. You can start out with just a regular rest. And what it is you're starting out at lower temperatures typically, or higher temperatures, and then moving to another temperature during the period of the mash, which is usually about 45 minutes to 2 hours. Now what you're trying to achieve is there's two primary enzymes in the grains, alpha alumase and beta alumase. I'm not going to get into the crazy science part of it, but those two enzymes convert starches into sugars. That sugar is what's needed to make that alcohol and to give your beer its body and sweetness. So one enzyme creates long chain sugars, the other enzyme creates short chain sugars. One's responsible for just the alcohol or partial alcohol, and the other one's responsible for the body and sweetness of the beer. With the different color of malted grains, you'll get different colors of beer and different sugar profiles. So during your mash, 90% of your brewers use single infusion. So one temperature, they'll start out roughly 152, and that will touch base on both enzymes. You're not going to get all you can out of alpha alumase, you're not going to get all you can get out of beta alumase. You're going to get a little bit of both. So that's a single infusion. 90% of your brewers use that. That's going to give you everything you want out of the grains and make a decent beer. All right, so whether you're doing a light beer or a darker beer, you want to choose the proper mashing technique. Do your research on whatever style you're going to do and use the proper mashing technique. Now, we talked about, the teaser was the donut beer. This donut beer, I will explain to you the mashing process. What I did was I mashed in at certain temperatures that are disclosed, and on top of that mash, I broke up Jolly Pirate Grove City's donuts right on top of the mash. Now, I was very nervous about that, but it mashed in really well. The flavor profile comes through very nice. So do your research, and happy brewing. All right, did we get everything, guys?
Yeah.
I still don't understand why you guys have your shirts off.
Well,